We're talking about military sexual trauma, or MST for short. Joining us in the studio right now are three guests. Heath Phillips.
Heath Phillips.
Heath Phillips.
Heath Phillips. He's a U.S. Navy veteran. And Heath, I understand you have a personal story regarding sexual assault in the Navy. If you could share that with viewers.
Growing up, Heath Phillips knew he wanted to serve his country.
My goal was to technically be a lifer, which means I would spend 20 years in the service. So that was an easy choice for me.
In 1988, Phillips joined the Navy shortly after his 17th birthday.
A lot of the older guys kind of put me under their wing, and so it was like a nice kinship bond.
But when he reported to his first post in New Jersey, things quickly changed.
Phillips was attacked on multiple occasions beginning his first weekend on duty. When he reported the assault, he was called a liar, a baby, mama's boy, and a few other choice words.
In so many of these cases, especially involving male victims, they don't report. Men have a particular level of shame when it comes to these things. And you actually did report, right? I mean, like you were jumping up and down about this.
One of the things I was taught when I was younger was not to be like an innocent bystander. If something happens, always stand up and say something. You know, I think that's part of the military culture from my family.
My command chose to ignore me instead of help me out. I tried suicide, I tried running away, I went AWOL, but something that most people don't understand, when you're not on base, it's different, but once you're back on your base, that's the law.
You're going back to where your attackers were.
Yes, ma'am.
Heath Phillips says he struggled for 20 years after he was assaulted. He was drinking, in and out of jail, and in 2009, attempted suicide. Then, Phillips decided to make a change.
Sharing my story, what happened to me, and my growth is a form of healing for me.
Now, his story has been shared in the New York Times and around the world. This year alone, he's done 30 presentations at military bases, telling soldiers what to do if they become victims and what help is available.
It is so incredibly rare. Heath is like a shining example. The strength that he has shown. Most men can't do it because of the shame. That Heath did it when he was 17 and 18 years old is incredible. That he's fought and persevered is just, it's something that other male survivors can look at.
What, in your experience, was driving this culture of sexual violence at the Navy?
Generally, what you find, it is a humiliation. It is just to be dominant, to force yourself upon somebody.
Heath frequently goes to Washington, D.C. to push legislation for sexual assault prevention. He is a spokesperson for a new personal safety phone app.
I feel good about myself for once. You know, a lot of years I hated myself. Now I feel good.
The struggles with PTSD continue, but sharing his story and helping others is the best treatment.
Yes, I have been raped. Yes, I'm a survivor, but you can still move forward.
Very briefly, if you could just say what you think the military could do to address this.
I think they need to bring more survivors like myself into the Pentagon and speak with all military personnel to explain what we've gone through. My name is Heath Phillips. I'm an advocate and survivor. For me, I open a dialogue and a conversation so we can better understand what a person who's been sexually assaulted goes through, how to help prevent it, how to work as a unit and have integrity and help each other. We're a family. We need to start acting that way. So that's where I am today.